You felt it. She looked at you like no one else existed. She smiled like she meant forever. Then suddenly she vanished into silence. No more late-night texts, no more warmth. Just distance. You're wondering, how can someone who cares go cold? Here's the Stoic truth: sometimes a woman ignores you. Not because she's done with you, but because she's falling too deep. Let's unravel this. Most men think if a woman pulls away, it means she's over it. They assume she lost interest. I messed up. I need to fix it. But what if the opposite is true? What if her silence isn't apathy? It's intensity. What if she isn't walking away? She's retreating from emotions too strong to handle. In this video, we'll break down 7 psychological reasons why women ignore men when they're deeply in love, and how a Stoic man should respond with strength. Grace and control. 1. Her feelings. Scare her love isn't always butterflies and peace. For some women, it's anxiety, confusion, emotional overload. She may not have expected to fall for you. And now that she has, she's uncertain what to do with it. She feels exposed. She worries she'll get hurt. She's afraid of surrendering control. So instead of leaning in, she steps back. The Stoic approach: don't panic. Don't chase the, don't question your worth. Let her sit in her feelings and respect her need for space. Because when she feels safe again, she'll return on her own too. She's testing your emotional strength. Yes, women test not to manipulate, but to measure. They want to see, can he stay composed when I'm distant? Will he spiral into insecurity? Can he hold his frame when I pull away? Your reaction to her silence tells her more than any sweet words ever could. A Stoic man doesn't flinch. He doesn't flood her phone with messages. He doesn't beg to be seen. Instead, he stands tall in silence. Because he knows who he is, doesn't change based on how she feels. 3. She doesn't want to feel dependent. Love is powerful and sometimes terrifying, especially for women who pride themselves on independence. When she starts to need you, your presence, your voice, your energy, it disrupts her self-image. So she pulls away to feel like herself again, to prove to herself that she doesn't need anyone. It's not personal, it's identity. And if you react with panic, you validate her fear. But if you stay calm and supportive from a distance, she realizes she can trust you without losing herself. 4. She's afraid you're too good to be true. Some women have been through pain, betrayal, lies, mind games, so when someone like you shows up kind, present, intentional, her heart whispers, don't fall too fast, it might not last. She might ghost not because she wants to, but because she's terrified you'll disappear first. This is subconscious, and the more she feels, the more she resists. The Stoic man understands this. He doesn't chase for reassurance. He doesn't punish her for pulling away. He simply continues being consistently grounded, proving her fear wrong without a single word. 5. She wants to see if you'll chase. Some women withdraw not from fear, but from curiosity. They want to see, does he value me enough to fight for me? Will he break his character and chase me like the rest? But here's the paradox: if you do chase, the dynamic shifts. You go from being a mystery to being predictable, from grounded to needy. The Stoic response: let her come to you not out of ego, but out of self-respect, because the man who values himself never begs to be chosen. 6. She's processing her emotions privately. Not all silence is strategic. Some women simply need time. She may be sorting through internal conflict, career, stress, family tension, or even past trauma when she's quiet. It might not be about you at all. But most men assume the worst. She doesn't love me anymore. I must have done something wrong. This leads to overreactions, which only push her further. The Stoic man, however, gives space. He respects her process. He stays emotionally stable while she finds clarity. And in doing so, he becomes the only man she trusts during emotional storms. 7. She's guarding herself from falling too deep. Some women associate love with loss. They've loved before and it broke them. So when those same feelings arise again, intense, consuming, real, her instinct isn't to move closer. It's to protect herself. She may ignore you not out of rejection, but out of self-defense. This isn't something you fix. It's something you understand. You can't pull her out of that fear, but by remaining strong, calm, and non-reactive, you become the man who represents safety, not pressure, what you should never do. Let's be brutally clear. Ignoring you out of emotional overwhelm is one thing. Ignoring you to manipulate or punish is another. A Stoic man does not tolerate emotional immaturity, disguised as mystery. So here's what you never do. Don't beg for attention. Don't double text. Don't stalk her online life. Don't let her silence break your self-worth. Let her speak through her actions. You speak through your discipline, peace, and quiet strength. Because you are not here to convince anyone to love you. You're here to live so powerfully that love naturally aligns with your presence. He doesn't try to decode her silence. He doesn't lose himself trying to earn someone's affection. Instead, he protects his time, sharpens his focus, builds his mission, honors his values. He lets her leave if she must. He welcomes her back if she returns with clarity. But he never, ever compromises his dignity. Because his centered masculinity doesn't chase. It attracts effortlessly and powerfully. Here's the truth most men never learn. Sometimes women ignore you, not because they don't love you, but because they're afraid they actually do. They're scared of how deep it feels. They don't know if you'll stay. They're unsure if you're real or just another illusion. And while she's working through those fears, your response will define everything. Will you beg, break down, lose sleep, or will you stand calm in the silence, unmoved, unbothered, unshakable? Because that man, the grounded, peaceful one, that's the man she'll come back to or regret losing forever. If this message hits you, it means you're ready to become more than just a man. You're ready to become a Stoic leader of your own life. Do this, subscribe now for more insights on masculinity, emotional control, and self-respect. Tap the bell icon and join a community of men who don't chase. They rise, let her silence echo. Let your discipline speak louder.